welcome back. Today I show you the cloud platform and also DMS system. First, let's log in our account. Now I'm assuming I have my OEM tax account, and you may notice that the function button is different. It's not only about language, but the functionality is here different. So the first thing I'm going to show with you about the language. We offer you Chinese, English, Arabic, Russian, Korean, Espanol, Kazakh, and also Hindu. Now, if there is some language was not existing and you're in a need, so welcome to get in touch with us. So first look at those two different accounts. One is admin account, one is OEM tax account. The first thing was about different accounts have different permissions. Now, I'm assuming I have teacher account, I have a courseware account, then I can only add my own permissions, and I also allowed and granted for few permissions. And what if you're admin, you're OEM resellers, so you have more account and account capabilities. Now let's check in this. Now, if you're OEM reseller, you're admin, you have all the permissions. Now, if you're OEM reseller, then you get a second permissions. What if you are only a courseware management account, like teachers, the art department school, and finally the teacher account. And one thing I'd like to mention that the student account and also the parent account will be soon available. Now let's check in. All the content will be shared with you by this user manual of our DMS system. The first function was about home and also account. By here, you can create and deliver and distribute different permission to different kind of role and account. Now we can add a user and make it under OEM text, like I'm going to texting 123 and sending the password like 12345 6 and then make enable and submit it. Then it will shows a submit account successfully. Right here, you can choose different accounts. This is courseware management account, and by there it's like teacher account. There are some teacher accounts we can do in the management, like taking Barry 2 for example. I'm searching it, then this is Barry account. I can give it permission, rename it, and resetting the password. You can also add different teachers like teacher A, B, and teacher C. Then about DMS Cloud Platform. Before we using that, we need adding the MAC ID. Then how do we access the MAC ID? And how do we define different MAC ID? First, you need to accessing to the panels, the touch screen, then access to the settings. In the individual, it will shows the MAC ID, and make the edit user. Select the right model, the correct model, like 80100, the model 982EA, or 31G2, like the RK series, RK3580, or just the area. And finally, make an enable, where you can choose the market or adding the ID here. Now let's taking this for example. First look at here, if your panel connect, it will shows which apps is running in the background and also device information. Back in there, the device control we call it DMS controlling system, and right there you can give the permission like those accounts can manage this and also make it control from remotely. So those accounts like teacher 0, Barry 3, teacher TED School, teacher demo. They also account are granted with permission to control this device from remotely. Then we can also edit. This is the correct MAC ID, and we can make it some the different users. You can select the correct model or change the area. The backside lock was like for further function, you can make it close or enable. So which means we can close and we can lock the panels from remotely. For device control, we offer you some basic control like shut down, restart, wake the Wi-Fi, or off the Wi-Fi, or even resetting the screen, brighten the screen, and etc. Some useful function you need to know and use, like doing the remote lock, unlock, or even set the children lock. Whenever we're setting the children lock, we need to set in a password, and then we submit it. And this might find error since our touchscreens was not connected to the internet well. For screenshots, it means you are knowing what is really happening in these touchscreens. And back in there, the real-time class monitoring, you will know what is really happening in different conference room and also the classroom. The alarm will send you an alarm, then you will get a notify of the sound in each touchscreens. The notify, you will get AP board costing like I type I say hi and welcome back there. After that, I can submit it, but currently we are not got our touchscreen is connected to the internet. In another video, I will show you more about upgrades. If you're an OEM reseller and you get 100 touchscreens, then you can touch it from remotely. We can touch here and I get a camera texting, or even if your device have a microphone, we can text the microphone. You will get a reports and recording. For the system settings, we can change the backlights to adjusting the luminance, the brightness from remotely, and also the value, the signal source, make it back to the home page, or change to HDMI 1, 2, and 3, or even back to the OPS Windows or Linux or maybe macOS. It depends on which interface is available and capable on your device. So what I mean was like different touch screens have different signal source, and also make the wired and wireless connection enable or disable. The command was like we can set some image for the remote display, like your entrance supermarket, and that device is showing some very useful marketing information. And for your device, we can use both indoor and also outdoor. You can display something and it is keep rolling, showing the same or virus content. Then we can create some commander here. For this content and topic, I'd like to show you later. For file management, we can share the files from remotely. First, we offer you the file transfer. We can transfer some files. We can upload it here. Then, after that, I submit it. I select this and submit it. We can access to this file or this application from our touchscreens. We offer the files from video, audio, image, and even APKs. And also, we can do the app install and installation from remotely. The workflow, which is simple and easy to understand, we can set in some command, like here, we can make power off, power on, lock, or unlock. Then we can set a serious command and make the words operate automatically, like I'm assuming wake up, or time for class, or time to have a break. I can add a name here, or even just set a command. The command like be set to notify the AP port closing and volume up, volume down, restart, notify, lock, unlock, and even the signature. So that's all about DMS remote controlling system. As I mentioned earlier, that if you have different touch screens and you want to manage all of them in one place on your laptop, on your iPhones, or Android device, then we can make the grouping. And it can be grouped by the cities, by the different sizes, and other preference according to you. We can rename it, and then we add different configures. Like I'm selecting the right IP here, then I select it, then it will be added in the right column. In the left column, I added here. And what about if you're selecting or you're missed the select? We can just like do this to withdraw it. Then we can make it for the remote control, but this time it's different. Previously I'm showing the control device one by one, but here we're controlling all devices with your preference, with the grouping that you made in advance. For the firmware update, we offer different firmware, like currently your device is Android 13, Android 14. Right here, it's all available. So this is very important. When I mention about this is DMS system, I'm selecting different mic ID here, then I need to select the correct mode, like the mode ADV100 or the RK series, or just for the 301D2. Then you can select the correct mode and make it then update over by ear. Then we search it. All the things can be handled automatically and remotely. So that's for the OTA management and also the updates. For the apps, if you're in your school, you are trying to reset the screens, we offer you just manage the device from remotely. We call it by the DMS controlling system. So what about the apps? The apps is also part of the touch screens. We can select different apps. We can download it here to upload the latest version, or we can delete from remotely. And just like this, first, if I'm selecting the delete, I can revise it. For the resource here, previously we're showing you the teaching resources, and by here we can do in the OR management. Like in here, in the first stage, I'm showing different accounts, like account A, account B, account for the resellers, account for the admin, account for the IT department of a school. Then I can selecting the correct account. It is showing nothing here. Okay. Right here, we can add different courses. Okay. I can add in a course here. I can rename it and add in a cover here. So what if I'm trying to add a cover? Okay, I can try to add a cover and make sure your cover photo is 7 plus 17 plus 2010. And it's uploading. And now I need to upload a PDF file. Then I make an upload here and then make a search. After that, you can submit it. Then you will get this courseware. The next time, you don't have to carry on your own device with the USB flash drive. You only access to your account by scanning the codes and the Viber software, the UMI. And here, we offer you some interactive buttons. You can insert links here, you can insert videos here, the MP3 files here, or even set the questionnaire. For the online class questionnaire, records in-class quiz. For the in-class quiz, you can add in different answers and different file type, different question type, from single choice, multi-choice, jungle, judgment, or even the blank case. So after that, you can try to relate it. Then in each page, you can add in those interactive buttons. And right here, we can add in a new scope. A scope was like, if I'm finding this image, I like to adding some more interactive contents, I can click here to adding additive area. So after that, I can add an event. For the event, we offer you picture, MP3 file, the links, and then URL, or even the videos. So each page can add in different interactive buttons, and each picture and each editing area, we also offer you more on the interactive buttons. From here, we can do in the teaching resource management, both on the courseware and also the 3D files. 3D files, we can have a further checking. We can add it here. Typically, there's nothing here, so I want to upload something from here. We can add a courseware, just like what I did in the previously on the courseware management, and also the fact teaching simulations. We have all the fact teaching simulations with a business license for 6 years, so you can use for free. And what about periodic table? You can also upload some very useful teaching content on the cloud platform. Cloud platform also offer you the language modifying from remotely. You can selecting the language or even doing the language nativized with your preference. Here we make the Chinese, we can make Arabic, the Nihongo, or something. So this is for the cloud platform. Now let's get a quick review what I have shared with you. First, we need to log in with different accounts. Now I'm assuming I have my own teaching demo account, and right there, different account have different permissions. So under lab list, if you find you have only 10, you have only a limited permission, then which means you're not in an OEM account, you are not in an admin account, you are not in a management account, you are on the teacher account or the courseware management account. And back in there, it shows the DMS controlling system. To operate it, you need to access to the Mac ID and also selecting the different users, selecting the correct mode, the correct area, and then make the state to enable. Back in there, the grouping, you can controlling all the devices with a group, which means simultaneously controlling all devices together. For firmware management, we can get the OTA, the update over by ear from remotely, and also the app install and also the uninstall. For the resources, you can do the management of teaching resource from courseware platform, questionnaire, editing different area of interactive buttons, and 3D subject, fact teaching simulations, or changing the language from remotely. So that's all for today about the cloud platform. Thanks for listening.